The final stage of Babel, what comes after the collapse of code. Something in the system has changed. Not a failure, not a breakthrough, a frequency shift. You can feel it in the silence between deployments, in the way patterns no longer hold their shape, in the machinery thinking faster than our language can follow. The scaffolding of software is trembling, and the tower we built over decades is beginning to speak its last dialects. We have entered the final stage of Babel, era of innocence, when building was discovery. Before containers, before industrial patterns, before everything became predictable and safe. We learned languages as if they were landscapes, places to explore, not tools to optimize. Those years carried an innocence that cannot be recreated. Craft was personal, mistakes were teachers, and trial and error formed the spine of our progress. We built things without knowing the shape of what we were building, and that uncertainty gave the work its pulse. Many developers who lived through those eras still feel them echoing inside, a mixture of nostalgia, clarity, and the strange purity of not knowing yet. A slow drift toward the tower. But innocence does not survive contact with scale. The industry shifted from exploration to standardization. Frameworks replaced intuition, containers replaced understanding, and orchestration replaced decision-making. Every layer of simplification carried a cost. We gained speed but lost the wildness that made programming a craft, and we traded the awkward beauty of raw creation for industrial reliability. The drift was slow, almost invisible. One best practice at a time, one standardized pipeline at a time, one abstraction covering another abstraction. What we built started to resemble a tower, tall, impressive, efficient but increasingly detached from the ground that once supported it. The final stage of Babel. Now we stand inside the tower's last years, not because the tower failed, but because it reached its natural limit. Languages multiplied, frameworks splintered, ecosystems grew louder, faster, more chaotic, and patterns overlapped until they became indistinguishable noise. This fragmentation is not growth, it is the final vibration before collapse. At the same time, something else arrived. Machines capable of understanding code at a scale no human ever could. Machines that read, generate, orchestrate, and optimize entire systems. Look at the current signals. MCP replacing APIs as the new interface of intention. AI agents coordinating work rather than humans coordinating agents. Entire libraries built in days rather than months. Infrastructure becoming declarative even before we finish describing it. Patterns dissolving because the machine already learned their shape. We are living through the singularity point of software development, and the tower, tall as it is, cannot extend further in its current form. The emergence of the orchestrator, the developer after code. Something new has already started to emerge, a role that has little to do with typing or syntax, a developer who directs systems rather than assembles them. This new developer is an orchestrator, a machine director shaping systems, not syntax. They define flows, constraints, boundaries, and intentions, shape the architecture without carving every piece by hand, and navigate machine intelligence rather than fight it. I saw this shift firsthand when Luminara was built in 6 days. 6 full working days of directing, steering, and shaping the system rather than typing it line by line. It was not easy and demanded focus, precision, and decision-making at a speed no human can sustain alone. This is the new craft, Not easier, not lighter, just different. Developers will not disappear, but those who cling to typing as identity will. The coming redundancy of languages. Programming languages will not die, but they will become background radiation, infrastructure, not medium. In a decade, AI will speak in internal models far more efficient than anything we call a language, and we will communicate with machines using structured intention rather than syntax. The languages we grew up with will survive only for the few who treat them as pure craft, like woodworking, painting, or building mechanical watches. Private workshops for those who still want to touch the metal. Everyone else will live in the orchestration layer. The collapse of code is not the disappearance of code, it is its encapsulation. Acceleration is not an upgrade. People still believe that AI will make development easier. This is a misconception. Acceleration is not ease. Acceleration is force. AI removes friction but multiplies expectation, speeds up everything, including the complexity of the systems we build, and shifts the workload rather than shrinking it. Developers who understand this will adapt. Developers who resist will drown. The machine does not replace us. It amplifies us. The question on the doorstep. Every developer standing in this moment faces the same quiet question. Are you preparing yourself for the world that is arriving faster than we can describe it? This is not a warning, it is an orientation point. We are stepping into an era where code is no longer the center of our profession. What matters now is the clarity of thought, the ability to orchestrate, the willingness to adapt, and the courage to see the system for what it is becoming. The collapse of code is not an ending. It is the first clear frame of what comes next.